Alright, next thing we're going to wrap here is the wing. I want to do a big surface so you can see how a big surface is done. Normally I do the bigger surfaces first, just so I can make sure I use the majority of the monocoat where I need to, and then I can always have the leftover small pieces to make the full runs on the small pieces. It's a lot easier. So right now I'm just going to make 2 wing tips. So I'm just using the template that we used to make the wing tips. And I'm just going to kind of come around. And this is going to go on the wing, not on this template. But I'll cut both of them out right now. Like I said, I try and figure out the best way to use it. So I'm just going to cut this straight across and out. So when I get to the next pieces, be alright. And there we go. And now I'll bring up the wing. We'll peel the back of these off. Well, I'm going to trim this better. The better the trim, the easier it is to get on there. And that'll make some nice patch stuff for later. And there's both of my wing ribs. Alright, basically, just going to peel the backing here. I hate peeling backing, as you're going to too. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. So anyway, for the flat surface, we did the open surfaces, so now I got a flat surface here. And I still tack the edges first, but not all of them. I want to tack just the front part, just lay it flat right on the edge here, and then I'll just kind of spot tack the back here, pull it kind of flat. You just want to make sure it lays down nice and flat. Put your hands behind it, and I tack that back part, and that's pretty much going to set the tempo. Then I might tack the middle just on the edge, and not really pulling tight or anything, just kind of letting it sit here in its form, because sometimes you gotta make like some relief cuts along the curved edges. But this is the wing tip. I do the tips first, then I'll do the bottom of the wing, then I'll do the top of the wing. But just kind of tacking it lightly, making sure it's staying flat here on the top of the tip, on the surface. Don't burn your finger like that. It hurts. Alright, and then I'll just lightly take this over here and kind of let it sit right on there. And it's going to draw it all in. And there we go. Just hit the edges some more. Just make sure the edges are nice and sealed. You can see how quick and easy this is. And this is just about on every piece that's flat. Works just as nice. Take my old sharp scissors, and we're just cutting it right flush basically, so I'm just going to follow the edge of the piece. You should really go get a good pair of sharp scissors. These were Old Faithful scissors for years. Apparently it doesn't like me anymore. It makes the process much longer, especially when you're trying to show it fast on the camera. So you're going to have to worry about it being perfect, because you're going to heat it down, and then it's going to be covered by the surface coming across the top and the surface coming across the bottom. So just use an X-Acto blade. Try that out. I like the scissors because you can feel the edge of the wood. Alright, so there we go. I'm just going to fold it all down now. Right flat on top of the cap strips that are on the end. Kind of curve the back, but I don't want to seal that yet until I cut it perfect. Same with the front. Just want to get around it. And I'll cut. I usually just stand the wing up on the floor here, as you can see, leaning up against the table to do the wing tips. That's the easiest way. Everything else can pretty much be done flat on the table. Remember, you want it to go flat to the other side of the surface, that way you're sure it won't pull off of there. So I'm going flat to the top right now. And when I was on the other side, it's going flat to the bottom. That looks like alright, I don't have to cut it. And then I'll just heat it up one more time in the center. And that'll pull it definitely tight where it's got to be. And there's how you do a wing tip.